Greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles Mansillon, artist and spiritualist. I thought I'd come and discuss a few ideas, but I wanted to make for the to ask the angel to give us some guidance for this end of the month. In the French video I just made, the outcome was the triumph of the light. So it is a very important time that we are traversing. I'm going to pull 10 cards as a Celtic cross, and the card of the day. The card of the day is a trial, the test and trial. Huh? So we need to be strong. Strong if there is adversity. We need to know that we are able to pass through those times of adversity without hanging on to it, without judgment or blame or shame or guilt. And so the situation is hesitation. So there is still hesitation. There shouldn't be any more hesitation. So if we hesitate, it's lost. We have to come into the acceptation of sex. It's very important to allow the acceptation of all that is, and then to move from there towards the wanted goal. Around this situation, there is a reconciliation. So we're going to be able to reconcile ourselves with ourselves and with many other people that maybe we've been it's going to require some forgiveness, but there's going to be some coming together. We have to forgive ourselves and others, and we also by that will be able to be able to reconcile. What we see before us is the work. There is a lot of work that is coming, work that I'm very eager personally to get to work. Spirit is telling me, showing me that there is a lot of work ahead, and it's going to be a lot of fun to get it done. I want to become workaholic. I still will try to find time for the creation and for rest and relaxation and play. From our subconscious is the revelation from the deep past. It's all coming back up from the subconscious. The vibration is very different from this reading to the one in French, so I guess it's a different, the collective energy that will be reading those messages are quite different. So it's all the revelation that come from within, from the past. Now we've done the work, and now we are led to our intuition. Listen to your intuition. It's very important to follow the feeling side of life. And what is coming in the near future, this is the intuition is what is coming, what is here and now, but what is coming in the near future is the liberation. It is freedom and liberation. So gratitude to the Creator and to our soul and spirit for having led us to that point of freedom. What we need to do is to consolate ourselves. It is our strength. We'll be able also to consolate, to bring wholeness and healing to the situations as well. What comes to us from the outside world, in our environment, is the accomplishment. Once it's done inside, the accomplishment will manifest on the outside. What we have in our inner emotions, hopes and fears, is the meeting, encountering, is somebody with people that we're going to meet. We're ready to make those new connections and to receive people into our lives, just as we'll be and the outcome is hope. So there is still needs for hope to be really, really active in those shifting times. And be ready for what is to come. Well, I hope this resonated with you. I'm going to discuss a few ideas, but I thank you very much. Not to forget to subscribe. I thank you so very much for your likes, your comment, and sharing. That really assists the channel. And I thank you so very much for your donations, if you can. That's really assisting me as well. And if you want a private consultation, you can always send me an email. I talked in my last video about the union between the soul and the astral body as something that's something that's been expressed in esoteric Buddhism and Taoism, but it's also in the Torah. It's also in the Jewish tradition, just as much as in ancient Egypt, the Ba and the Ka. The stronger our lower part is, the easier it is for our higher part to descend and commune with it. For we are solar beings. It was one of the teaching of the god Ra. That we are all that we need come from this solar being. Just think about breathing in and out, and so just send some oxygen into your sun until you can see it with your third eye. This bright sun that's shining inside the center of your heart, and so we are solar beings. But eventually Ra was betrayed. He had people teaching this way of one, this way of being the source of the creation, and continue to make whatever you could create, anything from there. But one of his emissaries betrayed him and wanted to start seeking a God outside, started needing something outside of that light, outside of themselves, and that created suffering, that created lack, that created fear, that created all kinds of distortions. Although it's part of the process, and we're learning from that, but because we are solar beings, we have this sun that is here. There's going to be some people that are going to be orbiting around us, just as we are. Everything is about gravity, and we all have this pull of attraction, and as we gravitate towards certain things, some people and some things are gravitating towards us. So we need to continue elevating our frequency in order to attract ever increasing energies. Well, I was talking about the fact that what I feel in my life, there is so much in spirit that is non-tangible, but it's actually really tangible. It is just not physical and manifested. But the spirit realm, just know that the spirit realm is very, very real, more real than the physical plane, in fact. But it's because I know I have it all in the ethers, but I am just eager to be able to enjoy that. That energy on the physical plane when it manifests. But it is very tangible in reality. What we receive from our intuition, from our dreams, from our heart, from our guidance, from our soul, spirit, and creator is very, very real. And also, the whole frequency of the planet is changing, and when you walk outside, you're going to feel it, starting to feel the difference. And some of the old strategies, the old techniques, the old tools of functioning may not work as well in fifth dimension as they work in third dimension, and we're going to have to adjust. And it's like what we seek is to have the maximum result with the minimum effort. That's more the fifth dimension. Before that, he was producing a lot of efforts for very little result in third dimension, and sometimes no result at all. But in fifth dimension, it requires a lot of faith and a lot of determinations. But I wanted to discuss the fact that the Earth's been in quarantine. So it's a concept, an idea. I'm just going to present my perspective on that. Is that 200,000 years ago there was a celestial ruler named Lucifer, who was ruling over a system, a celestial system, ruling over 600 different planets. Who kind of say, well, he went a bit berserk. He was like, I can do better than God. If I don't, he rebelled against the plan of God and wanted to say, well, if I choose to rebel against it, nobody's going to ever stop me. And he started going with his associate Saturn and other beings, trying to convince the planetary plans of the many planets to go into this rebellion. Most of them didn't and stayed faithful to the universe, stayed connected to God. But some like our planets, the Caligastia, the prince of the planet, and Beelzebub, the chief of the angels, fall prey to the seductive ways of Lucifer, and then we became quarantined because the Most High, the constellation Father, which is level above, it's like ruling over 1,000 systems, could have quarantined the whole system, but that would have not been fair for all the planets that stayed loyal to the creator. So they created a bubble, a confinement, a bubble around all of the planets that were disloyal, also for all the negativity, not to spill over too much, to stay contained, and because the whole what was at stake was the eternal life. It wasn't some temporal thing. It was the ability for mortal being to return to the source and paradise. So they had to contain it until the time of the judgment will come. But this quarantine is actually lifting right now. The Christ came down and he officially the success of his mission made that he ended the quarantine. But he knew that it would take 2,000 years until the age of Aquarius for humanity to be ready and for the planet to reconnect to all the other celestial bodies and stars. So she's really happy. The planet finally is able to become more connected to rather than to be a lonely planet, to be reconnected to many. All the many other celestial bodies of our solar systems and beyond. Personally, I know what is coming to me is next level. It is something beyond my wildest dream. But I'm very happy. Be happy with a very simple life as long as I can get my peace of mind. If I can get a place and have my peace of mind, I'll be very happy. So, but I think I feel that what's coming is really It's really next level, because I do have to move from here, but I don't know, I don't have the means really, and I don't know where, I don't know how. The Spirit keeps showing me the Eiffel Tower, keep coming closer, so maybe there's going to be some good news coming that's going to show the way, that's going to light the way. The song I'm going to sing, I wasn't going to sing, but this song came to my mind, and I understand why. Because it's like, show me the way to your door, don't leave me standing here, lead me to your door, this door of freedom. I want to say that we don't know all the light workers and all the people that are working for the ascension of the planet. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions even, and we do not know them, but we can be sure that they are strong soul, that they're devoted to their work, they are talented, they are sincere, and um, and uh, and we're going to continue to work towards the victory of the manifested victory of the light. And so we need to support all that are part of this awakening movement, and for the awakening of each individual as well as the collective, connecting more and more to a grid, because God knows His plan. God knows God is not only universal but He's eternal, so He knows that all things will work out during His will. But for us, it's like we don't have all the information, so we have to do the best in relationship to what is being revealed at any given moment. But we have to trust that we're participating in the way that we're here to participate in, and in order to continuing to offer a level of experience, appreciation, and service that is on ever increasing level. But we do want to support all those communities. This awakening community is very important to support and to connect to that fifth dimensional grid. For it will only unfold. I know I'm going to have at some point to travel around the world, and I will be meeting a lot of them on the physical plane. Very often, Spirit told me I'm an activator. When I get into a place, it's like I'm here to activate something, not necessarily do things, but there is the people that are there. I'm activating it, and then they can actually get it done. So it's kind of a nice function, nice mission, nice attribute, so to speak. So I'm going to show a few paintings that I've just signed. This one I really like. I think it's very powerful. There's a lot going on in there. But they're all very, very different, and they all those paintings are very they're similar in the techniques that has been, but there's very different stories, and some of them are more mysterious. They take longer to self-reveal than others. I'll make a little anecdote. I was looking at real estate in France, and there is a lot of fake real estate now. Like AI, fake real estate in fake lands, and so. But this one was a real house. It's Saint-Rémy-de-Provence. It's a place in the south of France. A beautiful home. It was Sotheby's, maybe like 10. There was no price, but I assume around 10 million euro. And I couldn't help to think, but that Vincent van Gogh lived in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, and he was living in deep poverty. It was like a really hard time, but he created 143 masterpiece paintings. All these paintings from this period are all masterpieces, and each of these paintings are now selling for over 50 million euros. So it's very ironical that he would be there, would have to create that in a deep sense of poverty, and now each of these paintings could buy 10 of those houses or 5 of those houses there, which is a beautiful place to be. But when you're very avant-garde, sometimes it takes a while for humanity to catch up on your vision. As artists, sometimes we live better from our work after we die than during our lifetime. But hopefully, God willing, I'll be able to find a clientele that will allow me to live well. This one, originally I put it upside down, but it's more solid this way. It's like a wood. I've had a lot of paintings stolen, and I'm hoping I'll be able to. I'll hire a private investigator and try to get them back. But I've never had paintings that were fake paintings of mine, just because it's flattering when you don't have, you're not really known and people steal your work. It's still flattering, but it's a new level of to be flattered, like when people are copying your work. Not that it's far better. The energy of the original is far more potent than anyone who will try to emulate it. But so I will see what happens. And I'm really eager to be able to get back my art. It's really. So I'm going to finish with this song and pull a card. So it's a song that reminds us. Well, this one is a bit romantic. It was written with a romantic intention, but we can say that to God because it's like it's keep us waiting here, but we need Him to show us to His door. It's called Long and Winding Road. A long and winding road, tum tum, that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always lead me here, lead me to your door. The wild and windy night, tum tum, that the rain washed away, has left a pool of tears, crying for the day. Why leave me standing here? Let me know the way. Many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried. Anyway, you'll never know how many ways I've tried, and still they lead me back, tum tum, to the long, winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. But still they lead me back, tum tum, to the long, winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't keep me waiting here. Lead me to your door. This song completely invaded my mind at the time I was going to make the video, and it's really like, yeah, God will drop me here a long, long time ago. Now please lead me back to your door. That's always led me back there, but this is like, don't keep me waiting here. Well, it's got this double meaning. It was a romantic song, I'm sure, originally written as a romantic for the Beatles, who are not too much so spiritual. But they're very powerful songs nevertheless. And the card of the day is a new life, and really this new life that is already it has to exist, and we have to create it consciously or unconsciously on the ethers, on the higher planes, in the realm of dreams and desire before it crystallizes. But it is already created up there. Now it is a matter of embracing that new life that is about to unfold as we find that door to freedom. Well, my friends, I hope this was interesting for you. I wanted to wish you a good Sunday. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for your donations. If you want to discuss art or need a private consultation, do not hesitate to call on me. Wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.